Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Regular Learning Academy. I am Dr. Krishna Sarkar, Department of Electrical Engineering. Here in this session, I will be going to discuss about describing function analysis. So where we will be having little brief idea about why we study describing function. So this is our topic, describing function analysis. This is nonlinear control systems lecture 2. So what is describing function analysis? Why describing function analysis? Advantage of describing function analysis, disadvantage of describing function analysis, application of describing function analysis. So first, overview. Basic idea of describing function analysis. First, overview. Basic idea of describing function analysis. What is describing function analysis? And next, assumption of describing function analysis. Fourier analysis of describing function. Calculation of harmonic coefficients. Next, basic idea of even function and odd function. Advantage and disadvantage of describing function. Calculation and future, conclusion and future direction of describing function. So next, nonlinear control systems and the basic properties. In a linear system, the form of output does not depend on the magnitude of the input. When the input increases, the output also increases, but the form remains the same. This is the first point. And the next point, the most fundamental property of a linear system is the validity of principle of superposition. So linear system obey the superposition formula and Ohm's law. Next point, the nonlinear system does not possesses the homogeneity and superposition formula. So this is the important point, because nonlinear system does not possess the homogeneity and superposition formula. The linear system response is not sensitive to input amplitude, but nonlinear systems are highly sensitive to input amplitude. The stability of a linear system depends location of the system poles, but the nonlinear system, the stability is much dependent on the input and the initial condition or initial states. This is the nonlinear and linear characteristics or properties. So next, this is the block diagram for feedback control systems. What is feedback control system? So this is the reference signal. Reference signal may be step, ramp, parabolic, impulse, sinusoidal, any type of input you can apply. And this is the comparator or summing point. And this path, error signal or measured error. And this is the controller section, main section, and then system input. That means this is the system part and also called planned. And this signal overall output and or system output. And this is the feedback path, and this path actually feedback element or sensor part, and this is the measuring or measured part, measured output, mainly measured output. So block diagram for closed loop system. Next, block diagram of describing function. This is the describing function general block diagram. What is the block diagram, general block diagram? This section reference input, and reference input always sinusoidal. This reference input always sinusoidal, and this section comparator or summing point, and this is linear element and this is non-linear element. This is also linear element, and this is the output, and this is the feedback path. This is the feedback path, and this path may be positive, may be negative. So figure 2, block diagram of describing function. When degree of nonlinearity is slightly more, we use the technique which is equivalent to linearization. The technique is describing function technique. It is basically a frequency domain technique, so we cannot get information about the time domain specification. So this is the block diagram, general block diagram for describing function analysis or describing function technique. Next, basic idea of describing function. This is also general block diagram for describing function. So the input to the nonlinear element is sinusoidal. That means RS always sinusoidal. And this signal, the output of the nonlinear element is in general not sinusoidal. So this is the output of nonlinear path. This is N nonlinear section, and G1S linear section and G2S linear gain. And this is minimum phase or low pass phase filter. And this is the feedback path, SS feedback element. So the output of the nonlinear element is in general not sinusoidal. In this section, the output of the nonlinear element not sinusoidal. The output is periodic with the same period as the input. And in this section, the output is periodic with the same period as input sinusoidal. Input sinusoidal. The output contains higher harmonics. In this section, the output section contains the higher harmonics. In addition, the fundamental harmonic components. That means this path, fundamental plus harmonic. Fundamental plus harmonic output. Suppose Y is the output for nonlinear section. So Y1 plus Y2 plus Y3 plus Y4 plus ... Yn output this section. So this is the block diagram and basic idea of the describing function analysis. And another idea, in a describing function analysis, we assume that only the fundamental harmonic component of the output is significant. That means output section contains Y1, fundamental and others harmonics. Our target first others harmonic elimination. That's why you use minimum phase filter. Minimum phase filter means all the poles and zeros left hand side of the S plane. All the poles and zeros left hand side of the S plane. This is stable system actually. And another idea or another property is such an assumption is often valid since the higher harmonics in the output of a nonlinear element are obtained of smaller amplitude than the amplitude of the fundamental harmonics components. Higher harmonic magnitude is minimum compared to fundamental. In addition, most control systems are low pass filter with the result that the higher harmonics are very much attenuated compared with the fundamental harmonic components. What is describing function? So our definition, what is describing function? The describing function or sinusoidal describing function of a nonlinear element is defined to be the complex ratio of the fundamental harmonic component of the output to the input. This is the fundamental harmonic component and this is the input sinusoid magnitude. So capital N, this is the N describing function. So where N equals to describing function, N of X omega, describing function with magnitude and frequency. X, capital X, amplitude of the input sinusoid, and Y of Y1, amplitude of the fundamental harmonic component of the output, and phi, phase shift of the fundamental harmonic component of the output. So this is the describing function definition. If no energy storage element is included, again, if no energy storage element is included in the nonlinear element, then describing function n is a function only of the amplitude of the input to the element. And another section, this is the only amplitude n of x. N of x equals to y1 by x into phi1. And other section, on the other hand, if energy storage element is included, then describing function n is a function of both the amplitude and frequency of the inputs. That's why describing function of magnitude and frequency equals to y1 by x into phi1. Assumption of describing function. What is the assumption? The methods of describing function was developed by Koechenberg may be used to analyze a control system continuum or incorporating one nonlinearity, and if the following conditions are satisfied. What is the condition? Assumption of the describing function. First assumption, the input to the nonlinear element is sinusoidal. Already discussed. Input always sinusoidal, but output may be sinusoidal, may not be sinusoidal, generally non-sinusoidal. The output of the nonlinear element may be sinusoidal or may not be sinusoidal. The output of the nonlinear element is periodic and of the same fundamental frequency as that of the input signal. And that's why input signal frequency equal. So another assumption, only the fundamental of the output waveform of the nonlinear element is sufficient to consider for frequency response analysis. Nonlinear system may have subharmonics. Nonlinear system may have subharmonic. Average value would be 0. That is, DC component would be 0. Linear low pass characteristics. Harmonics of y of t filtered out, and only the fundamental harmonic component of the output will be considered. So higher order harmonics are eliminated and only fundamental considered here. Fourier series analysis. This is the important for describing function analysis. So next, our target, Fourier coefficient calculation. In calculating the describing function for a given nonlinear element, we need to find the fundamental harmonic component of the output for a sinusoidal input to the nonlinear element. The non-sinusoidal output y of t may be expressed as a Fourier series as follows. So next, Fourier series. The general Fourier series is as y of t equals to output function a0 plus a1 cos omega t, a2 cos 2 omega t, a3 cos 3 omega t plus an cos n omega t, and plus b1 sin omega t plus b2 sin 2 omega t plus b3 sin 3 omega t plus bn sin n omega t. A0 is the DC component and A1 to AN cosinusoidal component and B1 to BN sinusoidal component. Next, or y of t, output y of t equals to DC component A0 plus summation n equals to 1 to n, an cos n omega t plus bn sin n omega t. Put here n equals to 1 to n, n equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, dot, n, and you get A0, A1 cos omega t plus A2 cos 2 omega t, dot, B1 sin n omega t. Integrating both sides in equation 1. This is the equation number 1. Y of t equals to A0 plus dot, B1, Bn sin omega t. This is the equation 1, integrating both sides. So integrate alpha to alpha plus 2 pi. The range alpha to alpha plus 2 pi. This is the limit. Alpha may be 0, may not be 0. So if alpha equals to 0, that is 0 to 2 pi. So alpha to alpha plus 2 pi y of t dt. This is left hand side, and right hand side alpha to alpha plus 2 pi a0 into dt, alpha to alpha plus 2 pi a1 cos omega t d omega t, alpha to alpha plus 2 pi a2 cos 2 omega t dt. Similarly, alpha to alpha plus 2 pi a3 cos 3 omega t d omega t dot 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 alpha to alpha plus 2 pi b1 sin omega t d omega t, alpha to alpha plus 2 pi b2 sin 2 omega t d omega t, alpha to alpha plus 2 pi bn sin n omega t d omega t, integrating both sides in equation 1. But here this section, this section, this section, this section, this section, this section, this section equals to 0 by integrating property. Only alpha to alpha plus 2 pi y of t dt, alpha to alpha plus 2 pi a0 dt presents. So here only alpha to alpha plus 2 pi yt dt equals to alpha plus 2 pi a0 dt. Then integrate and put the limit. So alpha to alpha plus 2 pi yt dt, t alpha to alpha plus 2 pi a0, then a0 equals to 1 by 2 pi alpha to alpha plus 2 pi yt dt. This is the dc coefficient or a0 coefficient. A0 equals to 1 by 2 pi alpha to alpha plus 2 pi yt dt. So next, calculate an and bn, Fourier series coefficient, integrating both sides in equation 1, and we get again integrating both sides in equation 1 and multiplying by cos n omega t. Then we get y of t into cos n omega t, a0 into cos n omega t, a1 cos n omega t cos omega t, a alpha to alpha plus 2 pi a0 a2 cos n omega t cos 2 omega t. Similarly, dot 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 alpha to alpha plus 2 pi b1 cos n omega t sin omega t d omega t, and b2 cos n omega t sin 2 pi 2 omega t d omega t, alpha to alpha plus 2 pi bn cos n omega t sin n omega t d omega t. Then again integrate this section, 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 0. Only this section presents. So alpha to alpha plus 2 pi an cos square n omega t d omega t. This is the integration output. Then multiplying 2 and divided by 2. So 2 cos square n omega t equals to 1 plus cos 2 omega t. And again integrate an by 2 omega t alpha to alpha plus 2 pi. This is equivalent to 2 an. So an equals to 1 by pi alpha to alpha plus 2 pi y of t cos n omega t d omega t. This is the harmonic component an. Put n equals to 1, 2, 3 dot dot dot. You can derive any value. So fundamental a1 equals to 1 by 5 alpha to alpha plus 2 pi y of t cos omega t d omega t. Then put n equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 dot 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 n. You get a1, a2, a3 dot 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 an value. Here an equals to 1 by pi alpha to alpha plus 2 pi y of t cos n omega t d omega t. Similarly, calculate bn coefficient. Similarly, multiplying both sides sin omega t, then alpha to alpha plus 2 pi yt sin n omega t, alpha to alpha plus 2 pi a0 sin n omega t dt, alpha to alpha plus 2 pi a1 sin n omega t cos omega t d omega t, alpha to alpha plus 2 pi a2 sin n omega t cos 2 omega t dt d omega t. Similarly, alpha to alpha plus 2 pi a3 sin n omega t cos 3 omega t d omega t, and alpha to alpha plus 2 pi b1 sin n omega t sin omega t d omega t plus alpha to alpha plus 2 pi bn sin n omega t sin n omega t. Again integrate, and this value, 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 0. Only this is equals to this. So alpha to alpha plus 2 pi equals to y of t sin n omega t dt, alpha to alpha plus 2 pi bn sin square n omega t d omega t. Then multiplying both sides 2 and divided by 2. Sorry, here multiplying by 2 and divided by 2, then bn by 2, 2 sin square n omega t d omega t, bn by 2 alpha to alpha plus 2 pi 2 into 1 minus cos 2 omega t d omega t, and integrate, and this is equivalent to pi into bn. So bn equals to what? Bn equals to 1 by pi alpha to alpha plus 2 pi y of t sin n omega t d omega t. This is the bn coefficient. Put n equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 and calculate b1, b2, b3, b4 dot b1 harmonic coefficient. This is b1, again b2, b3, b4 dot bn harmonic coefficient calculation. The Fourier coefficients are obtained as summarized from a0 equals to 1 by 2 pi alpha to alpha plus 2 pi y of t dt, and an equals to 1 by pi alpha to alpha plus 2 pi y of t cos n omega t d omega t, and bn equals to bn harmonic coefficient equals to 1 by pi alpha to alpha plus 2 pi y of t sin n omega t d omega t. From equation 2, y of t, this is the equation 2, y of t is 0 plus n equals to 1 to n cos n omega t plus bn sin n omega t. Put an, this is the an value, an coefficient equals to yn sin phi, and this coefficient bn equals to yn cos phi. Then n square plus bn square equals to yn square sin square phi plus yn square cos square phi, and common yn and sin square phi plus cos square phi, put sin square phi plus cos square phi equals to 1, then yn square equals to an square plus bn square, or yn equals to root over an square plus bn square. This is the harmonic yn. Put n equals to 1, then y1 equals to a1 square plus b1 square, and calculation of phase angle. Then phi 1 equals to what? Phi equals to what? Tan inverse an by bn, because an by bn equals to yn sin phi, yn cos phi, yn cancel, tan phi equals to sin phi by cos phi, phi equals to tan inverse an by bn. This is the phase angle phi. So y of t equals to a0, yn common, sin phi cos n omega t plus cos phi sin n omega t, and yt equals to a0, yn sin a cos b plus cos a sin b, put here sin a plus b, n omega t plus phi. If the nonlinearity is symmetric, then, and from 2, the fundamental harmonic component of the output is y1 t, or y of t equals to a1 cos omega t, b1 sin omega t, a1 cos omega t plus b1 sin omega t, or y1 equals to sin omega t plus phi 1. The describing function is then given by n equals to, what is the definition? y1 by x into phi 1, where y1 equals to again root over a1 square plus b1 square, and this is the sinusoid input magnitude, and phi equals to tan inverse an by b, a1 by b1. This is the describing function output. And nx, when no energy storage element, then nx equals to, describing function nx equals to yn by x into phi 1 equals to a1 square plus b1 square by x tan inverse a1 by b1. And when energy storage elements are present, then n of x omega, where magnitude and frequency both are present, then a1 square plus b1 square by x into tan inverse a1 by b1. This is the describing function definition. Then n is a complex quantity when phi1 is non-zero. Describing function is the complex ratio of fundamental harmonic component of output to the input sinusoidal. Thus, method is called equivalent linearization method or harmonic linearization method. That is n of x omega equals to y1 by x1 e to the power j phi. This is the properties. And next, VBI, or very, very important section, event function. What is event function? Event function, a function y of t is said to be even if yt equals to y of t equals to y of minus t. Then example of event function is t cos of 3t sec t t square sine square t. This is the example of event function. Graphically, an event function is symmetrical about the y-axis. This is the very important sentence. Graphically, an event function is symmetrical about the y-axis. This is the symmetrical about the y-axis. This is the function. Suppose this is t point. This is t point. And in this point, the magnitude equals to, this magnitude equals to a. So f of t equals to a. And in this section, negative side, f of minus t. This is the negative time. So f of minus t equals to again magnitude a. So f of t equals to f of minus t. So f of t equals to, similar to this example. And then for event function, what is the describing function? Describing function for event function is a describing function capital N equals to what? Y1 by x into phi 1, and root over e1 square plus 0 by x for event function b coefficient equals to 0. Then tan inverse e1 by 0 or e1 by x into 90 degrees. This is the describing function for event function. And when no energy storage element, then y1 by x into phi 1, and this is a1 by x into 90 degree. And when energy storage element are present, then the describing function n of x omega equals to e1 by x into 90 degree. And then odd function. What is odd function? If y of t is an odd function, that is y of minus t equals to minus of y of t, then example of odd function, that is graphically an event function. Odd function is symmetrical about the origin. This is not even, this is odd. This is odd function. Sorry, this is odd function. So this is the graphical representation. What is the graphical representation? Suppose this point t, then put f of t equals to this magnitude minus a. So f of t equals to minus a. F of t equals to minus a. And negative time side, negative side, f of minus t equals to a. So f of t equals to minus of f of minus t. This is the condition for odd function. This is the condition for odd function. F of t equals to minus of f of minus t. Next, describing function for odd function. For odd function, the describing function is as describing function n equals to y1 by x into phi 1, then 0 plus v1 square by x. For odd function, a equals to 0, a coefficient equals to 0, and that's why phase angle tan inverse 0 by b1. So overall describing function b1 by x into 0 degree, and when no energy storage element, then n of x equals to b1 by x into 0 degree. When energy storage elements are present, then n of x omega equals to b1 by x into 0 degree. Then advantage of describing function. The describing function helps to determine the stability analysis of nonlinear systems. The describing function prescribed or understanding of several nonlinear control system phenomena such as limit cycle, jump response, etc. It is also help us to determine stability margin of a nonlinear system for different signal level through an amplitude dependent gain margin. And another advantage, the describing function helps to determine of the method lies in the ability to handle complicated nonlinear systems. And if the control plant is linear, a nonlinear control can frequently have beautiful features such as simpler execution of or implementation. The speed is faster, accuracy is more and very high, understandable, and efficiency sometimes high, sometimes low, sometimes medium, and reliable. What is the disadvantage of describing function? What is the disadvantage? The main disadvantage of the describing function is if the system having one nonlinear part can be analyzed by this method, if the system having two nonlinear parts, this method is not suitable because the product of two describing function is not defined. Nonlinear device produces periodic waves having large amplitude harmonic presence more for filtering problem. That's why cost also high. The location of nonlinear device may affect the stability. They do not follow the principle of superposition, that is linearity and homogeneity. They may have multiple isolated equilibrium point. That's why stability problems and delay, system delay. Reduced control energy, which justify the more difficult design procedure. Sometimes the function is not understandable. Sometimes the output efficiency is low. Overall operating time is high. So what is the conclusion? The describing function analysis is an extension of linear techniques to the study of nonlinear systems. Therefore, typical applications are to systems with a low degree of nonlinearity. The use of describing function in the analysis of high degree nonlinear system may lead to seriously incorrect result. This limits the applicability of the describing function to the analysis and synthesis of the low degree nonlinear systems. Another conclusion, the input to the nonlinear function is sinusoidal, already discussed. The output of the describing function is in general not sinusoidal. The output is periodic with the same period as the input. The output obtains higher harmonics in addition to the fundamental harmonic component. The location of the nonlinear device may affect the stability. It is basically frequency domain technique, so we cannot get information about the time domain specification. Future direction on nonlinear control systems. Future direction means research purpose. You can apply research purpose. By extended tools, nonlinear performance can be improved and we can use in different application for better performance. Thank you.